All right, so the project for today, this is a early 2000s Western 36 volt golf cart. And we're gonna be putting in the OGRPHY, whatever the heck word that is, 36 volt lithium ion battery. Right now what we've got in there obviously is the original lead acid batteries. These are just Trojan batteries, 6 volts a piece, 36 volts, and they run in series. So that's going to be the positive lead, the negative lead, and then all of these are linked together to create a total of 36 volts. So I'm just going to go ahead and rip those out of there right now. I'm wearing gloves because they're, as you can tell, pretty old and nasty. We got battery acid everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out, and then we'll start putting the new one in. The fuck? Obviously not a 14. In the name of what the F? Okay. That one pulls right off. Right off. Maybe that one just has rounded corners. Everybody else agrees in the size. So mine, they happen to be 14 millimeter ish. Very technical term. Not really bad. They blind that one out, don't you? It's just random. I can't see what lead that is. That's a negative and that's a positive. I don't know what the power. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Oh, that's something to me. As I go to pull these, I'm going to tape them so that I get a clear positive and negative set. Not that I couldn't figure it out probably later, but why make your life any more difficult than you need to? So, this is my negative set, untaped. Tuck those all, there's 3 of them out of the way. And this is my positive set, it is taped. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 coming off of that guy. These batteries, they don't appear to have anything holding them in, just kind of weird. Not completely though. So if you don't have one of these, get it. When you're doing this, it's like $7 or something. But it's a battery strap, and it makes your life so much easier. As opposed to, you know, any other method of doing this. You could put zip ties on there, you could tie a string, you could just use vice grips. But this is what these are made for. You just click them in, pull the battery out. Look at all that acid coming off of there. That is horrible. I don't think that's strapped in. I think that's just wedged in with gunk. Crap. Right, let's try the other one first. Now those are both just completely filth, kind of filth wedged That's what I'm gonna call it. A filth wedge. I'm gonna have a worse way to do this. Wow, there we go, okay. One's loose. Nope. Okay, this is probably from overcharging or overuse. I mean, that is bad. I'll give you a shot here in a second of just all the acid and corrosion down there. I have to bring some baking soda in here. Deacidify everything. Neutralize it. All right, well, that battery's out. And I might end up just stopping there for today because I'm gonna have to clean the bejesus out of this. So maybe I'll go hose this out, clean it up a bit, and maybe build a little bracket there to hold the new battery, and then we'll bolt it in. Okay, so this is where my camera has switched to hyperlapse. Here I'm showing you how disgusting it was and how clean it is now. That's just rust from all of the removed battery acid that was there. I'm cutting out these tabs because it turns out the width of the new battery is the same as the width of the old batteries, or the length of the old batteries. So I'm going to be able to set that new battery in there just straight down into this front pouch. By just grinding these tabs off, which separated the old batteries. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and hook up the battery leads now, positive and negative. And as I showed you before, I made a little tape section there so that those positive leads stayed together, and these negative leads were just laying in the back. There were 3 of them for these, just hooking them all up. I'm going to do a little test here and make sure that the golf cart moves. There we go. Now I've moved on to putting in the charging cable. I just wanted to make sure it worked before that. Drill a hole in there. It's a simple little cable. It goes through, hooks to the positive and the negative terminals. I used some self-tapping screws to attach it to the fiberglass body. And now an old ratchet strap to hold the battery in place. Cut it down the length. It was a little long, and then here I'm going to break it because, you know, hey, why not? Switch the design around, and I'm coming from the other side, and that's just going to hold the battery in place to make sure it doesn't bounce out when I'm going off-roading with this thing. It's a pretty simple install. You can use real tie downs for this, you know, they make little metal ones or whatever, but boom, done. Now I'm telling you all about how great I am, how professional. Look at this. This is professional. I cleaned up my tools. That makes me a professional, folks. Even used a vacuum to get all the fiberglass out of there. There was so much battery acid everywhere. I vacuumed up a bunch. I washed out a bunch. I swept out a bunch. The seat, they had these 2 pins, like little door hinges, and you tried to get both of them on at the same time, it's almost impossible. So by cutting a little notch in here, I was able to make it so that I could easily put one on, get it started, then move it to the next one. I suppose yesterday, it was only rainy part of the day today, so I took the cart out for a nice drive. This is on, 3/4 of a charge, pretty solid. I'm telling you how great it's working. These batteries are truly my favorite thing. I think they're worth every penny, and look, I went up a big steep hill there. Here we're about to run out of footage, but I'm going to keep telling you what I'm telling you. I'll stretch it out. These batteries are worth the investment. They don't cost that much. They work great, and they're super simple to install. Really just remove your old one, put in the new one, bolt it down, strap it down, put up the charger cable, and you are set. Most of them come with a charger, relatively inexpensive for the whole thing, like truly less than the cost of new lead acid batteries, and they have a much better life cycle. They have an app, they have everything to kind of keep it working for the longest period of time. So invest in one of these, buy it, install it, have fun with your golf cart. Just a financial wrap up of this. The battery was about $700. That golf cart was about $500. So I'm in at $1,200 for a great working little golf cart, and it's going to be fun for years to come. Thanks for watching.